sir. Been a while since we've seen any new faces.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me about...
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame.
It's impossible to protect...
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire.
So...
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual.
Can I help in...
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters.
Are you asking me?
If you wouldn't mind.
How do you identify a...
It's simple, really. They can't stand day...
Have you ever killed one of these?
Of course I have.
Have you heard...
Of course. They're...
Were you ever tempted?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent...
So you hunt alone?
Vampires are...
Do you need my medic...
I appreciate your concern.
I'm looking for Sean...
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there... They have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make...
All I will say is this.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bart.
Goodbye.
I hope I live long enough to...
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital.
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
What can you tell me about...
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of...
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Since I'm here, is it...
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should...
Something like that.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Sabrina seems very...
I like her too, I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her, for sure.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Welcome back, Doctor.
Do you need any help?
I'm all right, Doc.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
I should have offered a drink
Evening,
to the
miss.
boy.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Miss Cavendish, would...
You better ask Tom, sir. We respect the privacy of our...
What can you tell me about...
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
So you and your friends all feel in danger? No.
Tom's the only exception I've come across until now. But
This place seems... How shall...
we get people of all sorts here.
So this bar...
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite...
Yeah. Tom's...
Do you require medical assistance, Miss Cavendish?
I'm fine, sir. Just have too much work on and not enough sleep.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from?
Something bothering you? What?
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
Sabrina, tell me about...
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it, neither.
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed.
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour.
What can you tell me?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about something?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency, then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your
I take care of my mum. It's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her.
You seem upset.
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Any
The
chance...
sad saint. Why would you...
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doc.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you?
No, it's just that...
Well, I won't.
My name is Rufus.
What can you tell me?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people...
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough.
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
This city has abandoned so many of its children. It's tragic.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Do you know a man who lives in this part of...
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here. Most prefer to...
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the turquoise turtle. It's a pub...
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Miss...
Do you need help?
A real doctor care...
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that...
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days. So you have questions about the flu?
Yes.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like...
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
How is life?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you
Don't know, but it's most likely linked to the gangs if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed...
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
May I ask what...
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your...
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
I'm trying...
You talking about the one everyone calls the sad saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss...
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Please
It's
don't
locked,
stay
all
too
right.
long, sir.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. This is a slaughterhouse. It's locked. From Seymour to my beloved mother, Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard. It's locked, all right. Good evening, Mr. Fitch.
Yeah.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
Have you no remorse? You don't even deny your crimes.
I have many weaknesses, Dr. Reed, but lying about who I am ain't one of them.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be right, Dr. Reed. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
You feel nothing, do you?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
That right? Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Why is your mother protected?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. So
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead?
I don't believe death is the...
There is no law around here. No.
Goodbye, Mr. Fish. Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me?
Don't take it personally.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then.
I'm Jason Delaney.
What do you...
I drink.
Why do you drink?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly.
You sound very...
That's because
Don't you work?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and...
Is there any...
How dare you say such a...
No reason at all to rejoice, then?
Let me tell you
All right.
a few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things...
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb.
You lost people you loved then.
I've lost everything.
But I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if...
Is there anything in particular that you...
How dare you say...
What?
Cynicism...
No.
Let me tell you...
Another time, perhaps. Surely...
Sure. I wanted things to change.
Sounds...
No.
Do you really...
No.
I want to know...
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just...
Do you...
No.
Do you believe...
I do not...
Inebriation aside...
Yes.
Take this, then.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want...
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney. Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course. I'm not sure the epidemic is what... What can I do?
Tell me about these demons, Seymour.
Seymour used to be such a happy child.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor?
Science has only just begun to investigate.
There ain't no hope, then. So...
Your son...
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his... episodes.
What?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did seem...
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe.
Stella, I
Can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my...
I'm convinced you raised Seymour the...
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne.
I can't remember the last time I had a good sleep. I've been nothing but wrong.
It's locked.
Bloody leech! All you deserve. weapons ready! We found one! Get back in the stream! Shit! That's a light fire! You're mine for me! He's dead!
I can't believe I'm doing this. Seems like the Guard of Freeman is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
Burn it, boys! Die, Vermin! I hate leeches! Trust the leech, boys! You leeches! Die, face! Die, Vermin! Put an end to you! Trust the leech, boys! Killing's all you deserve! Kill you! Send you to hell! Burn it, boys! Die, Vermin! Killing's all you deserve! Want some of this? I'll send you to hell! Crush the leech, boys! That's all you die, vermin! Crush the leech, boys! Die, vermin! Back in the ground! That's all you deserve! Want some of this? That's gonna hurt! I'll kill it! There's safer places to be than here. Did you hear me? Roll back to the hell that spawned you! Away with you!
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir.
My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Oh, your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
Do you need medical help?
No, thank you.
Well, I'll leave you. It's locked, all right.
What have we here? Stop your horse, Governor. Or are you just out of your mind?
Good evening, miss.
A fancy doctor, lurk.
And what about...
You want to know more?
Is it not...
As long as I...
Are you home?
Mr. Ham...
What can you...
It's just that...
What can you...
It may be open.
You
No.
Which...
Well...
Well, I am...
Glad to hear...
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Your kind's not welcome.
Why the...
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess it.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been...
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd.
Why did you kill Miss...
Killed old Harriet? You must be...
So you claim Miss...
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman.
But you were close...
Of course. But
people have been murdered.
have a little faith.
How do you...
Take this...
Very well.
I'll be here.
Leech spotted! Watch out! Watch out, boys! Christ!
Guards, back to the shadows! Crawl back to the hell! Stay back!